Let's eat.
Hicken here, letting you know that in these uncertain times, one thing you cannot be uncertain about is your car. Whether in an emergency or having to go grocery shopping, your car is more important than you know. So go to the local guys you can trust. American Transmission. For more than 30 years, they're master certified technicians, having taken care of your car's needs from bumper to bumper. American Transmission is open now to serve you with 2 locations, Beach Boulevard and Atlantic Boulevard. Call them now at 396-3766, 396-3766.
This is Hacker. Join me for the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gator Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Well, local businesses are nervous in these COVID times, and EnviroMasters is here to give you a little peace of mind. EnviroMasters has a SaniGuard service. They're a company that comes into your business, have an electrostatic spray that kills COVID-19, 4 dozen other organisms, including the flu, the norovirus, MRSA, the Hep viruses, all those and more. So they give you not just peace of mind, but the knowledge that they've killed COVID and sticking and adhering to hard surfaces for the next 4 to 7 days as well. That means the health of you, your staff, your customers, your family. Those are all taken care of. EnviroMasters gives local businesses peace of mind in these unusual times because, quite frankly and simply, that SaniGuard service kills germs that kill your business. So protect all those that you love, protect your business interests, and let EnviroMasters just come destroy those germs and disease. By the way, environmentally friendly. Call 683-6399, 683-6399 for EnviroMasters.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vic ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
Crew members are the backbone of the live music industry. Live shows would not be possible without these incredible people behind the scenes of each and every concert. Live Nation is extending a helping hand to those workers who need it most by creating the Crew Nation Fund. Live Nation will match all donations dollar for dollar up to $10 million. Visit livenation.com/crewNation to donate or buy merch to support the cause now. livenation.com/crewNation.
This is Coach Ellen Darley of Darley's Plumbing with a quick tip about what to do if your favorite sporting events are not on TV. Read a book, play card games with your family, get outside for a nature hike, call your parents. Just because your favorite sporting events are canceled this week doesn't mean your plumbing issues went away. Darley's is here for you. And since we're all washing our hands more frequently, I mean you are, right? Call us at Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts. We're online at darleysplumbing.com. License number CFC 056702.
Instant Keys delivers honest, professional locksmith service for lost, broken, or spare keys. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealership-level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. That's 722-1111.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back. We got Big Bo coming up 8 o'clock. Listen, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm going to propose a question, and I need an answer when it comes to the National Football League. Is there any possibility, and I know the first answer is going to be no, okay, and I get that. But is there any possibility whatsoever, speaking of tanking, the New England Patriots might be trying to just
I absolutely believe it.
Take a year off? You do?
I absolutely believe it.
You do? I just haven't seen them do much at all.
I don't buy what Bill Belichick said after the draft one bit.
Well, tank for what? You guys don't think it's impossible that they win 1 or 2 games.
It is?
Yeah.
There's no Belichick wants the record. So would he be willing though to throw away a year? I don't know, man. Let me ask you this, Jeff. All the players have been pretty much assigned, right? Is there any chance in your mind, the Patriots, by the way, did they trade out of the first round? Because they didn't have a first round pick. So that makes
they traded with the Chargers who came
They
up
didn't
to
have any
get Kenneth
picks,
Murray.
though. They needed to pick up some picks.
What are your, who's winning the AFC East? Are you going to pick them?
No.
Based on the dime bet board, you better hope it's the Jets.
Well, no, all they got to do is make the playoffs, and the Diamondback got a huge boost with the extra playoff team coming.
Well, yeah, and
you can take that off.
You can hope it's the Jets, but then that's going to hurt the Edelman bet.
That's true too. I need Edelman to get to Tampa for 2 years.
So I need Buffalo to win.
Yeah, I would probably pick. Let's get there. I'm probably
okay, but not much is going to change.
No, I'm
going to
say Buffalo. I would say, but I don't. It's not. I don't think New England's winning.
Like Jameis looks like he's going to New Orleans.
I don't think New England's winning it. I don't. But so I literally am trying to decide. Do I want to pick Buffalo, Miami, or the Jets?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
okay,
but I don't think that's a tank. I just think that's a cultural revolution.
Wow. Well,
a rosteral revolution.
I'm trying to understand what they're trying to do up there. And, you should never question Belly. Never. But I am questioning some of the thought. I don't know what they're –
I think it's fair to question Belly just from this standpoint. Now, look, and
he certainly knows the importance of a good quarterback.
Yeah, well, look –
I think he's
what was Bill Belichick in Cleveland, and what was he until Drew Bledsoe got hurt? Yeah. I think now he's done it so long with Brady that you forget that implication or that question, and it's going to crop up now. Look, why did the Patriots go out in round 1 last year? It wasn't because Brady's old. Their talent was the less it's been in a long time, right? You watch
that defense was so good for so long, and it was not.
Sony Michel didn't continue to. He kind of stepped back. There are no receivers there that scare you. I mean, they're trading for Mohamed Sanu to give them a kickstart.
They took a kicker in the 5th round
this year.
Yeah,
they did cut their kicker if they're but
I know, but I'm just wondering what's cooking up there. Is he going to surprise us in September?
Here's the problem. If you're Bill Belichick and you're at the end, I just don't think that you can. Maybe he doesn't think this way, but it seemed like human nature that you would want to protect your reputation by not tanking because it's going to give this insinuation that without Tom Brady or a 1 pick, you can't win.
Right. I know he has that.
You've got to have a competitive. All right, well, I'll show you what I can do without Brady.
And listen, it's
the other talent. Like if New England, if this were like a New England team from 3 years ago that won the Super Bowl, okay? If this were that New England team and Brady was out and Stidham was in, I would still feel confident. The rest of the talent around, Brady allowed Bill Belichick to trade Chandler Jones and cut Jamie Collins. He allowed that because with Brady, they were always stable. They were always going to be, in the picture, and that it's going to be a different dynamic to watch them knowing that that's not the case.
I want to get back to football, but just on a side note real quick because I'm looking up at the screen. One thing I've learned in watching The Last Dance for the last couple of weeks and all this Jordan stuff, Rory Sparrow could not guard Mike.
Rory Sparrow, a former Hawk and Nick.
Yes. Damn. And one time, Sports Illustrated Man of the Year, but he couldn't cover Mike.
Rory Sparrow, Man of the Year.
It was like a year where they gave it to all people who contributed to society.
I always liked Rory Sparrow as a Hawk.
Great name.
Yeah, it was always a great name.
Yeah.
And he also
perfect for the Hawks, Sparrow.
Yeah, and he also he'd give you like a good game 1 out of about every 10. Yeah. He'd have some 20-point game.
But anyway,
can I get a college for Rory Sparrow, please?
You cannot. Can you?
I want to go like
Marquette.
I'm thinking more like a Big East kind of school, like a St. John's or a St. Joseph's or a Villanova.
Villanova.
There you go. I may have settled on Villanova.
Wait, let me make sure that's right.
Villanova. Yeah, I think that.
So
I like half credit for that. Any credit?
Yeah, I'll give you a little credit. Right, so I'm trying to get I'm trying to wrap my arms around what they're doing in New England, and the last caveat I'll throw out is if they sign Cam or Andy Dalton, then things change a little bit. Like, had they signed them previously, then I would say, okay.
I don't know, Dan. I guess my point is...
I cannot believe that Jared Stidham is going to be the long-term solution for the New England Patriots.
At least I don't know. I mean, he may... Look, there's a reason that Bill Belichick and the Patriots didn't go gung-ho on keeping Tom
Unless
Brady.
They want to tank?
I just can't imagine you want to tank. They're not bad enough to tank.
I don't think so.
There's too much...
I don't think so. I agree. Let me put it this way, Pross. Generally, if you ask, what's the over-under on the Patriots now, Beef? Can you check that for me? Generally, if you ask me how this team's going to do, I say, I think they'll be pretty good. I think they'll win this. I think they'll win that. And I think I could get close. I have no idea with the New England Patriots.
Well, the offense...
No idea.
The offense is actually... okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you.
They have no receivers.
Well, you have Julian Edelman's not no receiver. Muhammad Sanu's not no receiver. I mean, N'Keal Harry, is only in his second year, so we're gonna have to figure it out.
I'll take the under.
And the offensive line is actually pretty good. I'm looking at it. It's got, Isaiah Wynn, Shaq Mason, Dave Andrews, Joe Thuney. It's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
But the problem is on defense. Let me list off some of these starters, and you just give me have you ever heard of them? Look, Jawan Bentley, Anfernee Jennings, John Simon, Bo Allen. There's 4.
Hello, my name is Simon. Yes.
6 teams have a win total of 9, according to Vegas. So
now Belichick,
their company.
I'm not against.
Pittsburgh,
he's the GOAT.
Buffalo, Tampa, Minnesota, and the Rams.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think we do. I think this is a natural conversation to have, and it's some skepticism toward the Patriots. It's well earned.
Yeah.
But it's probably too soon for us to be doing that. Let's get to the season.
And disrespectful.
It is disrespectful. In fairness, now it is the Bills, Dolphins, and Jets, right? You're not in a division with the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals, or you're not in a division that has the Panthers, Falcons, Saints, and that has those teams have been terrible. Buffalo, they've been to the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. Before that, had the longest playoff drought going.
The last time the Patriots won 6 or won 10, less than 11 games was 2009.
That's Castle's year. That's the year Brady got hurt. It's a Monday morning quarterback. Divorce men only.
Big Bo coming up.
.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
She's not very good with numbers.
We've got your winning numbers right here.
Let's count to 10, all right?
10. XL.
Aren't you forgetting something?
92.5 FM.
We are number 1.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. Holy great deals, Batman. How do we do it? Murray Superstores offer an exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty. So stop paying those big city prices at those big city dealers. Shazam! And we'll trade anything from kitchen mops to laptops. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Your home is important. That's why Geico helps make it easy to save on homeowners insurance. Because home is more than just a place. Home is where you build a giant pillow fort in your living room. And when people ask why you have a pillow fort in your living room, you say it's for your dog. And when they ask, well, what kind? You say, chocolate lab. And weave a web of lies that's almost as intricate as the crown molding in Fort Pillow. The Geico Insurance Agency could help protect the pillow soft fortress you call home. Call Geico and see how easy it is to switch and save on homeowners insurance.
There's a chance your local Geico agent laughs the exact way you do.
And I said, not in my sandwich.
What?
But there's a better chance your local Geico agent could help you out with auto, homeowners, renters, or condo insurance. Motorcycle, boat, or RV insurance, too. They'll work hard to provide sound advice and significant savings. You don't need to share a laugh pattern to do that. Local Geico agents. Call or visit yours today.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Hey, Hicken here, and if you're like me, and you're spending much more time at home than as usual as we do our part to fight against the spread of the coronavirus. One of the main steps the CDC recommends for that prevention of that COVID-19 is to clean all dirty surfaces and then disinfect all frequently touched surfaces. That's where my friends at Zero Res can help. Zero Res is on the front lines when it comes to fighting against germs and viruses. Not only do they have the patented technology to do the best job possible at cleaning your carpets and tile, they also have commercial-grade disinfectants that can sanitize your hard surfaces after they've been cleaned. Zero Res wants to help you keep your home clean and healthy. Right now, they're offering 25% off all cleaning services. That's 25% off all cleaning of the carpets, the tile, the area rugs, the upholstery, and more. Now, this fantastic offer expires April 30th. So here you do. Call Zero Res, 287-5727. That's 287-5727. Zero Res, man, you spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows and $2.95.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie here for Orange Environmental Services, the superstars at taking care of your pest control and your lawn. They mow our lawn, they treat our lawn, and they're the best in the business at pest control with Centricon Termite Protection. They are the superstars. I trust them. You should too. 272-3284. The superstars at taking care of your pest control and your lawn are Orange Environmental. Call them today at 272-3284.
Need to replenish your company's supply of promo items? Make the call to Hardball today and let Hardball do it all. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Peninsular Pest Control can help you with bugs inside and outside of your home. Our trained service technicians specialize in treating interior and exterior pest problems. Whether it's mosquito suppression or ant control, they stand behind their service. Schedule a free consultation by phone or online at crittergetter.com. Ask about the $30 discount on new services. Remember, Peninsular is your Critter Getter.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm B41010XL. The NFL draft is in the books, and the Jags hang on to the 12 picks they had going into the draft. 7 of those coming on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, you know the first 2 picks of the draft, both defensive sides. C.J. Henderson, 9th overall, the Gator cornerback. Florida defensive coordinator Todd Grantham joined XL Primetime on Friday, and he said one thing you got with Henderson for sure, and that's speed, baby.
You can add his speed in there. He's one of the fastest guys at the combine. He's one of the fastest guys I've ever coached. And you see it on tape. I mean, if you go back and watch our tape, you're going to see explosive plays where he shows his speed on tape. So now you've got a guy that's got length, he's got size, he's got speed.
More draft analysis coming up momentarily with Breakfast with Baselli. It's 8:02 and 57 degrees. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Now Breakfast with Baselli.
Brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting.
Providing first-class construction services.
On 1010XL.
All right, crank it up. The big fella is with us. Don Anthony Baselli Jr. You know him as Tony. He's a Pride of the Jaguars member. Hello there, friend.
Tony, I kept seeing you like on these like collage boards. Never saw you really say anything. What was going on? What were those? Oh, the part that I saw, I didn't see you speaking.
Hello, Tony.
Are you there? Hello?
Tony? Big Bo? Did you put us on hold, Tony?
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. My bad.
Not on mute. Yeah, what was it? Maybe you were on mute on the video conference.
Wow.
Maybe that's
like the Zoom chat.
Yeah. No, I was. You should maybe have listened and stuck around, listened in to the messages. It was the NFL telethon to raise money around COVID-19, and I was on Friday night.
Did you get paid for that, or was that voluntary?
No, it's a pro bono. Pro bono.
Pro bono, wow.
Very good. Thank you,
Nice.
friend.
Unlike this show, I did it for free.
Oh?
Yeah.
What do you make of the draft, Tone? The Jags draft. What do you think? What's the grade? Are you more excited, less excited? I said I was MEH, meh. What are your thoughts?
I hate grading.
I know.
I'll give you for example. Remember the draft of Jalen, Miles Jack, and Ngakwe?
Yeah.
We were so excited about that draft. Like, yes, A+. A year later, good draft. 2 years later, maybe the best draft in the history of the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Now, now we're like, And so it's a. I mean, you're looking for long term. I mean, really, what you're trying to figure out is you want, and this team needs a handful of these guys over the first 4 to 5 years of their contracts here that they are productive starters, and you would hope 1 or 2 will be Pro Bowlers.
Right.
And we'll have to wait and see, because here's the reality: most of these kids, aren't going to sign a second deal in Jacksonville.
Right.
And that's pretty typical, and that's not a shot at the Jags.
Right.
We'll look around the league. I mean, a lot of the second deals are done, or a good percentage of second deals are done with other teams. And
Right.
so you want to make sure you're getting out of that first 5 years, 4 or 5 years, a couple of them long-term Jags, and that'd be good. I would have gone, and I said this on this radio show Thursday night, I would have gone with the South Carolina kid, Kinlaw, at the 9th pick, who was there. But you can't argue with C.J. Henderson. He's the second-best corner, major need. He is, obviously a great athlete, great cover guy. There's some questions around tackling. But what you signed him to do, what you drafted him to do, he's pretty dang good at it. And so I can't argue with that pick at all. Is he a true lockdown superstar corner? I don't know.
Right.
I think he's going to be a pretty good dang player.
Yeah.
I like the second pick in the first round. Chase on.
Okay.
The only frustrating thing about that one is, and you tell me if you guys felt different, I felt like that they made that pick because of the uncertainty of Ngakwe.
Right.
If Ngakwe is signed,
they don't pick that.
You can use that pick maybe on Jefferson.
Justin
Jefferson or another receiver. Or a big offensive lineman.
Right. See, I felt that way about the Hamilton kid. Like, I felt like, we need it, like they did last year with Williams. We need a linebacker. We got a linebacker. We need a big body. We got a big body. But I felt like maybe he would have been there at 116 if they still wanted him. Most people had him much further down the draft board.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Devon Hamilton.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to watch tape on him now. But,
yeah. Well, what about the offensive lineman? I mean, again, and everybody loved that pick, and yet I was thinking, why am I drafting a kid from St. John's, Minnesota, who's 6'6", 300, and was a tight end to start, and obviously he's put on weight? That seemed a little bit reachy to me, but everybody has applauded that draft pick. But I don't know. Like, is he going to start right now? No. So I guess my question is, Big Bo, the idea when you compile the offseason of free agency and draft class is to make your team better. And do you feel like this Jaguar team is better than it was a year ago? Because I would say probably not. Not when you lose some of the guys that they've lost and the guys that they've replaced them with. Not right now, I don't think.
Defensively, I'd agree with you. I don't think they're better because of the losses that they had. Offensively,
they should be better. They haven't had any losses.
Yeah, I would think they'd be better because aren't we expecting Gardner Minshew to be better?
Well, and plus you've added Eifert, you've these 2 rookie receivers. They should be. I mean, they haven't lost anything. Now, wasn't much there to lose.
Yeah. I mean, they averaged but they averaged 7.4 points a half the first half, and they didn't really add. It doesn't look like they added a ton of impact.
Right. Well, Shenault, look, again, it's all the only thing that concerns me about Shenault, the second-round pick, he's a receiver from Colorado.
I like that pick. It's my favorite.
Listen, at the top, at top end, what he can be, he's as explosive as anyone there. But we did take the one receiver who has the most injury concern.
Yeah.
He's been, 2 or 3 pretty major surgeries, or at least surgeries, including one in March.
But that's why, Jeff, that's why he was there in the second round.
Maybe.
No, it is. He's a freakish athlete.
Yeah.
Big. And the question, if you get the kid that was 2 years ago played, I mean, you got a superstar.
Yeah, there's so many guys that are like that. So it's just you know.
I agree.
You're right. No,
Oh,
I know.
I
I'm
agree.
not arguing with you. I'm just thinking out loud. There's so many guys that are like that that's why it becomes such potluck. Like Hick and I were talking this weekend. No one knows who Tyree Cleveland is, or not many. He's a receiver from Florida. But I would say to him, because when you watch the draft, inevitably they show you the highlight package, and the highlight package are just like that, the highlights. Well, Tyree Cleveland, Hick and I could have cut you up a minute and a half of Tyree Cleveland, and he'd look like he was Julio Jones. You know, so the key is getting that guy to play to that level, stay there, and also clearly some character was at least noted by the guys in this year's draft, wouldn't you say? I mean, 2017 is responsible for 2017, and the collapse from there is the kind of guys in important roles that you had in that locker room.
Well, I mean, you look at this draft, though. I mean, as we go through it, I only, on the first blush, see three guys who are really going to make an impact this year.
Mm-hmm.
From looking at it.
Okay.
C.J. Henderson, he has to start.
Right.
He has to start day one.
Right.
Caleb Von Jason.
Very good.
He has to start. Not start, but he has to be a rotational player like Josh Allen last year. Impact player.
Right.
Maybe starter if depending on what happens in Ngakoue.
Right.
And Chenault, he has to be your third receiver. Or a starter. I mean, maybe it's him and Chark on the outside, and you have D.D. Westbrook as your slot. But, I mean, those three guys,
yeah,
if you want to have a better team, have to be impactful. After that, I really just see role players.
But I would jump
guys
in, Tone, I would jump in, and I agree 100% with what you're saying, but I would say to you, you think C.J. Henderson will be as good as A.J. Boye right away? Probably not. Do you think Chason will contribute like Calais? Probably not.
That's a bad comparison. Chason.
Well, I mean, I'm taking D-line, though. I'm taking D-line.
Okay. All right, fair.
I mean, I don't think that – will the D-line be as – and again, now they're shifting, so – outside backer, whatever you want to call him. I get what you're saying, but I just overall, I don't know, man. It's a lot. Everything will hinge on Minshew and how he progresses, and we'll see what happens there too. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Hick. I mean, yeah. I mean, would you expect C.J. Henderson to be? But maybe by the second half of the year, he's better than A.J.
Correct, and that's the hope. That's the thought process.
Right.
But as a young kid, he's going to be covering really good receivers right away, so there's going to be growing pains. And you know how people are, it's going to happen. Listen, C.J. Henderson is going to get beat here in weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh,
so.
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But the flip side of that is, I don't want to say none of it matters. It's all magnified. If Minshew's not very good or doesn't get better, all this is magnified.
The whole season is on Minshew.
Okay, let me ask you another question then, Tone.
If Minshew takes a step up and is better than he was last year, continues to progress, and you have Chark is better, and Eifert, is 80% of what he was at his height, and the line plays better. I mean, then all of a sudden, offensively, you score points. It's a whole different feel.
Here's what amazed me though about one of the things that amazed me. A two-parter here. One, even after they didn't take a running back high, they were still trying to trade Fournette. So I'm wondering, well, who the heck's going to play running back if they got rid of him? Well, they didn't, so I guess he will. And two, if you really wanted to win, Tone, why not take – you had 12 picks. Why not take this you could have done. You definitely could have taken your third and fourth rounder and traded them to Washington for Trent Williams and a fifth rounder and got Matt Breida. Those two guys would make your team better. Because that's what they were traded for.
Trent Williams, listen, I think Trent Williams is great.
Okay.
Really good player. You have contract issues. Now, he says he's going to play for his deal in San Francisco. Is that different if he comes to Jacksonville?
Probably.
He's going to San Francisco. That's a Super Bowl contender.
I get you.
And so that's a harder one for me to get my head around because I'm not sure it works as clean.
Okay.
Maybe it does. The Breida one I get. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're telling me nothing against Daniel Thomas or Colin Johnson, the wide receiver from Texas. But Breida makes you better immediately.
So
and gives you depth. And I was shocked as well that they did not try to go get some running backs on day 2 or 3.
Yeah, and it's Matt.
To be honest with you, after we picked Chenault.
Uh-huh.
Am I saying his name right? Chenault.
Chenault.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
Chenault.
Mhm.
Yep. I would have traded up to my third and fourth rounder, and maybe my 3 and 2 4.
Sure.
And go get Cam Akers.
We all 100%, and that's what this draft needed.
Cam Akers,
yeah.
Yes, I think Cam Akers is going to be a star.
Yeah.
And so the one thing that I would be critical, if I was going to be critical of all this draft, show me the guys that are going to score touchdowns and make you more explosive on offense.
Yeah.
Chenault.
Yeah.
But this is an offense that lacked playmakers, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you wonder, did they add enough? And there's a little more urgency to me in getting rid of those picks in that, for whatever the reason, and this isn't Caldwell exclusive, the Jaguars it's got to be the worst in the league when it comes to their history of drafting production in rounds 4 through 7. They've gotten 16 starters in 25 years through those rounds. It's unbelievable. If I didn't look it up, I wouldn't believe it, how unproductive. So I'd rather use 3 or 4 of those picks and get a Breida or some of these guys, or trade up to a second or third rounder where they've been more successful, than trust the history of this franchise.
I think we all agree. Like
swinging and missing.
We'd rather have 6 in the top 100 than 12 overall.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Tony, I'm on a group thread with Tony, and the guys wanted Tony's grade of the draft on Saturday. He said, and Tony, I thought it was right on point. He said, look, I'll tell you what I think of these first 3, but anything after that, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Well, here, it's more crap than shoot. I mean, it has been
And it might be that
awful.
way
It might
around
be.
the league.
It might be.
Yeah,
and
in
again,
fairness,
I know you're not getting, but in 25 years, in rounds 4 through 7,
Yeah.
two Pro Bowls for Telvin Smith and 1 for David Garrard, and that's it. I can't imagine it's that bad around the league.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me.
Well, it might be, and I don't know. Who knows? But your point's well taken, Jeff. And I think we are more worried about rounds 4 through 7 here, maybe, because the feeling is, this is the feeling that you guys are talking about,
right?
That we need a lot of help, and we need guys who can come in and start right now. I don't remember, and now I was a player, so it's different.
Right.
When we were good, did anyone care who we drafted 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounds?
No.
Okay, who's our first couple? Who's our first, second rounder that's going to help this team get to the Super Bowl? It's a playoff team.
Didn't give a damn.
I don't remember caring.
Right.
Now, I was a player, so maybe I didn't care about anything, but I remember being interested in who our first and second rounders were.
I remember you telling me when they signed, I saw you somewhere and they signed Bryce Pop, and I remember you were like, oh, you thought, like that. Something that you noticed, you care. I mean, this was in the off season.
I'm like, that's interesting.
Right.
We had 19 sacks the year before we signed.
So that's what you care about as a player, I think. Yeah.
Well, because you want guys who can help you win.
Correct.
And so, but I think because this is a team that it feels like we're not, this is the feeling in the community. This is what you guys talk about. This is what you hear on Twitter. This is a team that's not very good, lacks talent, lacks stardom, lacks big time players. And so we look at every draft as like, we need to get this guy. The 5th rounder or whoever it is, this is terrible. Look at the back end of this draft is terrible. And my point on the thread that Jeff's talking about, I'm not making it. This isn't a crack at Dave or Doug or any of these draft picks. I'd say the same thing about pretty much every 4th through 7th round in the league, or even
it's a bonus.
Late. It's who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Is Josiah Scott, the nickel corner from Michigan State, is he in 2 years? Is he going to take over
for DJ Hayden?
For DJ Hayden and be a great nickel? I don't know.
Yeah,
no idea. No idea. I mean, he's an undersized corner who is really fast and quick. Okay, every year, 32 teams draft one of those guys.
Yeah, you're right. Beef, go ahead. Hold on a second, Tom.
You're listening to Breakfast with Baselli, brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services.
Listen, if we're not counting on guys 4 through 7, it's even sillier, I think, to count on guys that are undrafted free agents. Some stars do come along through there. But I did the one name that was interesting because we talked about him last year for a different reason, but the running back that transferred from Clemson to South Carolina.
Feaster.
Wasn't he pretty good at Clemson?
Yeah.
They got him an undrafted free agent as far as just a body at running back. And considering who the Jags have at running back behind Fournette, Feaster's right in line with those guys.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead, Tom.
I mean, that's what we do, though, guys, in the late rounds in the free agent.
Sure.
Try and hit a ceiling.
The guys who we watched play or recognize their name. I mean, from big-time programs. But like last year, think about this. Gardner Minshew, when we picked him in the sixth round, how many people, like, that was a throwaway pick most people thought.
We didn't even talk about him. And on the Monday
Didn't
after
talk
the
about
draft,
him.
we probably didn't even oh, yeah, they got Minshew. Oh, welcome to the club. This is Tanner Lee. This is Brandon
Yeah.
Allen. And this is Jake
Like-
Luton. Take a seat, Gardner.
Yeah, thanks, Gardner. And now, literally, 12 months later, we like the hope of the franchise is on the back of Gardner Minshew.
I was really, to be honest with you, I thought it was strange taking a quarterback there to be. I mean, if you're not going to get a quarterback that's more ready than Dobbs, what's the point?
Tony, you may want to call into one of those national shows. Chris Sims loves Jake Luton. He's like his favorite quarterback, one of his favorite quarterbacks in the draft. So
I know nothing about him.
Yeah,
me either.
Pac-12 kid who played at Oregon State.
Yeah.
And maybe he's, I don't know. Does he come over and take the job from Gardner like Gardner did? For
He's a lot like, well, he is a lot like Minshew. I mean, he's got a similar background. He went to 3 or 4 different colleges.
He's 6'6".
Huh?
Isn't he like 6'6"?
No, I mean, I'm talking about his resume, like bouncing around colleges, ending up at a Pac-12 school for 1 year and having a good year. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
The first round of the 2020 NFL Draft has come and gone. 4 quarterbacks have been fortunate enough to hear their names called during the process. With several touted quarterbacks remaining on the board, which signal caller is most likely to be selected next? NBC Sports NFL analyst Chris Sims was asked which quarterback was the best available heading into day 2. Best quarterback available, I think, for me, is the kid Luton from Oregon State. You know me. My opinion isn't the same as everybody else. I look at him as good size, good arm, really consistent, accurate decision maker, can throw with a little power and anticipation. I think he's the next guy up for me that I look at to go. I would take a chance on him.
Okay.
So there you go. There's Chris Sims.
Great.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe he is, I don't know. Great. That's awesome. I hope
Yeah, I know. We
My
hope he's
point
right
is-
this time.
we don't know.
Yeah. No, we don't know.
And neither does Chris Sims.
Well, just
He has
like-
an opinion.
Yeah.
He watches tape. And by the way, there were 4 guys picked in the first round. Not all 4 are going to be superstars.
Well, that's a great point. Truth be told, too, Henderson and Chason, if you hit on one of them, great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know they're going to be given starting roles. They're going to give every opportunity to succeed, but we don't know if they're going to be great players.
One of them needs to be a Pro Bowl player, and the other needs to be at least a starter.
I think that I'm higher on C.J. Henderson than you guys are. I'm not. Woo.
I'm not down on him.
I'm sure. I'm not like I'm sure. I'm much more concerned about Chason. I'm not. And I know you said you looked at a lot of film. Man, I'm no scout. Somebody just sent me two minutes of Andrew Thomas. May as well have taken him by the ankles, slung him around, and thrown him out of the Georgia Dome in the SEC Championship.
This was
like 20 plays. It wasn't
I was
one.
watching Auburn, Alabama yesterday, Tone, and I was watching the Wills kid. And, against and Derek Brown.
Davidson and those
yeah,
guys.
so, I mean, those were interesting battles. And, you have plays where, there's a highlight, and then you have a play where,
I will
don't
say
show
this,
that.
I've seen that video, and that was an Andrew Thomas cut up. So
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying that was on. I've seen cut-ups before too, where there's 6-8 plays. This is like 20 of them, and I mean just stoning him now.
Yeah.
Which brings me back to another point. It's so
But that's who you play every week in the NFL.
Right. It's great to be a defensive end because you just got to get through one time a game, and you're recalled as a good player, unless you're Vic Beasley and you realize, well, that's just the one time he's getting there. So,
Well, I'll give you an example of Chase. Like Chason to me is a gritty. I don't know if I worry about him if he has to put his hand in the ground every play in a 4-3 defensive end. I mean, that'd be tougher.
Right.
But if you when I watched LSU, 18 popped.
Right.
This
I
guy's
trust you on
everywhere.
that. Yeah. He didn't. He must not have been overwhelming in the Florida.
I saw him in the Florida game.
I saw him, but
Yeah.
it's not. I mean,
I thought he was pretty good in the Florida game.
yeah.
Like, I said, who's that guy?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. They were
and it
just
wasn't
so
because he
offensive.
was 18. Yeah.
Like C.J. Henderson, I don't remember standing out. Now he had no picks this year,
Right.
And so if you're a cover corner, and I'm just and I didn't watch the tape on him, and I'm just watching Florida play,
Right.
And you're a really good cover corner, you're probably not going to pop,
Right.
because you're just no one's throwing the ball to you.
Yes.
Your side.
Yeah.
And so I mean, maybe he's great, and I don't know. I mean, he can fly. I know that. My concern with C.J. Henderson was I had a bunch of Gators. A number of my friends are Gator fans.
Mm-hmm.
That disappointed with the pick.
I just don't. I mean, in Dan's Gator Nation's watching. Well, what lingering failure of C.J. Henderson is that concerns you? Like
I just saw from what I saw, and I watch. Obviously, we watch it all. Now I came to learn that he played hurt most of the year.
Last year, yeah.
So I cut him a little bit of slack, but I saw him get beat. I read something about the LSU game. Well, he went head-to-head with Chase and did really well. I remember him chasing Justin Jefferson around all night.
He had 3 pass defended that game. And
like I said,
A.J. Terrell, 3 the whole year.
Well, those must have been the 3 that Burrow missed because he was 21 out of 24 for like 300. And,
then they were.
Went up and down the
3.
field all night.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Again.
I mean, then nobody that played LSU can get drafted if that's the standard we're going to use, by the way.
Listen, Jeff, I agree. Like, you can't just look at one game or one play or one situation. Guys have bad games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the best players have bad games.
Well, and the thing with Henderson, too, is he's like a measurable pick, but he does have success. He's been an all-SEC player. He's been a starter since his first game in Gainesville at a university. But when you're 6'1" and run 4.4, buddy, you're going to
get drafted.
You're going to get overdrafted.
Yeah.
Did they overdraft
him? I don't give a damn how fast or how big. You better be able to play the damn game.
I get it, but
That's
he's
all I'm
so much
saying.
better than some of those other guys that have come out down there. I thought that all
was he better than Lito?
Well, Lito was a good player.
Lito was a playmaker.
That was 20 years ago.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Well, playmaker. He had 2 pick-sixes his first game.
Was he better than Vernon Hargraves? No. Vernon Hargraves was a better college player than C.J. Henderson. So,
but Dan, this is where I'm going to disagree with you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Vernon was a better college player. I don't know.
Well, I do. I'm just trying to tell.
Vernon was. Hold on, but he was undersized, short, and not fast.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of guys in college.
No, that's fair.
There's a lot of guys in college who can play at that level, but they can't play at the next level.
Correct.
And there are guys that go under the radar in college that are pretty dang good pros.
Right. No, all fair comments. And listen, I'm not down on because I don't want to sit here.
I'm going to talk him into being down on him. That's for sure. That's where we're headed.
I'm not going to get there on C.J. Henderson. I think C.J. Henderson is a 10-year starter in the NFL at worst. So I mean,
he has length.
Yeah.
He can run, and the questions of him in college were not whether he could cover or not. Now, someone says, well, I saw him get beat by this person.
Sure, everybody gets beat.
I was talking to my son. He goes, well, Scary Terry ran by him one time, and the ball was just overthrown.
Right.
Okay. Scary Terry can run 4.3.
Right.
And guess what? If you play press man coverage outside,
Yeah.
you're going to get beat every once in a while.
Right.
I don't care how good you are.
Right.
I mean, we all thought that Jalen was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Right.
And he would get beat at times. If you go one-on-one long enough, it's going to be a good quarterback, tight windows. And so, like, the question with C.J. Henderson to me are, what I've heard is his willingness to be physical and tackle.
Well, he has a good sense of humor. He just tweeted out, I'm not wearing 20.
I love it.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Like, I give it, like, to me, as a corner, if we needed him, he can run, he has length, and he can cover. My only concern was I was shocked how many Gator fans were disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, if it was me and we drafted any SC guy in the first down, I would be selling him as the greatest thing ever.
I think there's a little bit of Gator. There's still some Gator recoil from the failed Gators here. In fact, it's become to the point now that it's even oversold how bad the Florida selections have been here. They haven't been, Fred Taylor alone makes it not a complete disaster. And
Fred Taylor covers all those things.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And Reggie Nelson was a good player.
Good player. They screwed him up, not him, not the other way around.
We screwed that up. He was a good player and good pro.
Yeah.
And Mincy was a good player. We didn't draft him. Bobby McRae for a 7th rounder was a good player.
Yeah,
that's true.
No, listen, swing and miss with Derek Harvey.
Yes, major.
Terribly.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way. Okay, but you're not gonna. You can't draft. You can't base a whole draft or how you draft or a school in the history because of one guy.
None of them compare. It's silly, but that's what we do. But again, you would have been happy if we were sitting here talking about Austin Jackson and Michael Pittman Jr. with 9 and 20.
Well, listen, I was actually very disappointed. I'm glad. I like the Colorado kid.
Yeah,
there's nothing against him. But Pittman went like 4 picks before we picked the Colorado kid.
Yeah.
Because I think Pittman's going to be
to the Colts,
really
by the way, right?
Pro.
The Colts.
Yeah.
So
I think he's going to be a really good pro.
Oh, dear.
He is big, physical. He can run. He has a toughness about him. I mean, he is – I really like him. So, but anyways, I think if the kid in Colorado is healthy, he's a better athlete, can run better than Pittman, and has the same size. So it'll be great to have him. It's just the injury history is the only thing you're concerned about there.
Yeah. Well, if we may as well all be optimistic now. They're all going to be Pro Bowlers. It'll be the draft of
Well, they're
of all
not.
time.
I mean, here's the thing. It's 12 picks, and this is where I would have tried to package some because, to try to move up and get some more starters maybe if you can. And maybe they tried to and they couldn't.
Right. Also fair.
You have to have,
yeah.
You don't
Two to
know.
tango.
You
Yeah.
don't know. And maybe we'll find a couple starters in the back half of this draft. My whole point is right now, you just don't know. Like the kid from St. John, the Division III player.
Yeah.
And when I first heard it, I wasn't even watching the draft this morning. Someone texted me because we drafted a D3 tackle. I'm like, oh god. But then I read up on him. The kid was very good at the Senior Bowl.
Right.
He was a highly respected and pretty high on a bunch of draft boards.
Right.
And he has some physicality and like good stuff. Like he has some, things you worry about, but he has a lot of positives. And maybe that's a guy that you can move into guard and can compete for a starting guard job.
I want to know if Tony has gotten the recipe and thought about trying the Ben Barch smoothie.
Looks pretty gross. It's just you missed it on Saturday, Tony. He puts about 20 different gross things into a smoothie.
I've heard about
Drank
that.
it every
I don't
day.
understand
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Good for him if it works. He had to gain a bunch of weight. I did see that. I know what you're talking about now. But maybe so for those you're rolling the dice and you hope you hit on some of those 4th through 7th rounders. We had a bunch of them this year, so people are going to be wanting to, But I don't think you can judge. I think it's really hard to make an overall judgment.
There's no doubt.
As a GM
Probably
and
a
his
mistake.
scouting staff based on the 4th through 7th of a draft where we have 12 picks.
All right, big fella.
I'd be looking at the top end. So, Dan, real quick before we go, big day for you tomorrow. You and Beef going head-to-head.
Oh, yeah.
I heard.
Yeah.
Big day.
Yeah, we have the Media Day press conference is coming up here in about 20 minutes. I'm going to ask some real hard questions for both of them.
Yeah.
There's been recruiting violations mentioned around both programs.
I'll be representing Dan's songs. Beef
Plagiarism is
drop-ins.
Plagiarism has been offered.
Dan.
ASCAP violations.
Mm-hmm. I will be in your corner. I will be voting for you, and
Thank
I will
you,
be
Fred.
openly campaigning against Beef.
Oh, no.
And I am for Dan Hicken, and you are going to be the champ.
Oh, wow. Beef, I'm sorry. Can't you?
Wow. Hopefully that goes better than the Hall of Fame campaign.
Oh,
there he goes.
Mic drop. That's Breakfast with Baselli. I want to talk about some other NFL issues from the weekend that were particularly quarterbacks, and 3 that I found the most interesting on through the draft process: Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, and the incredible free fall of Jake Fromm. Into those 3 topics we dive next. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback. When bad things happen to men, you need somebody on your side, and that's divorcemenonly.com. The joke right now during this isolation and quarantine is 9 months from now, we're going to have a lot of babies or a lot of divorces. If you fall into the second category, have someone on your side. It's the law offices of divorcemenonly.com. Do you need to sell your house? The Edge Group buys houses, and they buy them for all cash. So if you want to sell your house, they'll give you an all-cash offer in 24 hours, and you can close within 10 days. So don't pay thousands of dollars in commissions, and don't let your house sit on the market just waiting for an offer. Call the Edge Group and get an all-cash offer right now. They're standing by at 904-474-5851. Doesn't matter if the property needs repairs or if there's a tenant living in the house, whether it's old or new or just needs repairs. The Edge Group wants to give you a guaranteed all-cash offer, and they won't charge you a penny in commission. So that means no risk, no obligation, and it won't cost you anything to find out what the Edge Group can do for you. And what they can do is a lot, and it involves cash. Call right now for an all-cash offer on your home at 904-474-5851. That's 904-474-5851. It's the Edge Group at Keller Williams Realty.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. Holy great deals, Batman. How do we do it? Murray Superstores offer an exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty. So stop paying those big city prices at those big city dealers. Shazam! And we'll trade anything from kitchen mops to laptops. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
J. David Tax Law is here to help individuals and businesses during the coronavirus event. With a $2 trillion stimulus package, the IRS has never been tasked with collecting more. New programs are available to reduce or eliminate your IRS or sales tax debt that will expire on July 15th, 2020. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or at jdavidtaxlaw.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters. Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
The deadline to apply is June 19th. Go to etajax.org to apply before June 19th. That's etajax.org.
Write down everything you own and what you think it's worth. In the event of a covered loss, that's exactly what you'll need to do. Prepare with our home inventory checklist. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Just because we're keeping our distance doesn't mean the music has to stop. Introducing Live from Home, Live Nation's all-new virtual hub, updated daily with live streams, exclusive artist content, new music, and more. Keeping you connected to your favorite artists. Go live now at livenation.com/livefromhome.
All right, you got to admit it. A slab of ribs or a Woody's barbecue salad sounds great. Or a sloppy Woody or chicken dinner with all the fixings. The banana pudding's absolutely out of this world. High Flying Jacko here. Call your neighborhood Woody's Barbecue and order takeout for quick curbside pickup or have it delivered. Woody's Barbecue.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do.
Let's eat.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. You've heard us talk about it. Window World, the #1 window replacement company in the USA, selling over 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years.
That's a lot of satisfied customers and why J.D. Powers has awarded Window World Best in Customer Satisfaction 3 out of 4 years.
Window World stands behind their slogan, simply the best for less. With Window World, you get top quality windows at a price that leaves more of your money in your bank account, and you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement industry. When compared to our competition, there is none. See for yourself. Call the competition. Get quotes from them. But before you buy, get Window World's free estimate and compare the quality of the windows and the price.
You'll see.
And when your new Window World windows are installed and they're saving you money on your energy bills, if anything goes wrong with those windows, Window World and I will be there to make it right. That's my guarantee.
Call Window World today. Start saving money on your new windows and your energy bills and take vacation with your savings. Window World, online at windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors and siding.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Oh, overheard in the break. This
dear.
is the drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. Thank you,
go
Tony
ahead.
Baselli.
Yeah, I want to bring folks up to date on the drill poll question of the day because we just talked Jags. Need to sell your property fast, residential, commercial. Call Edge Group, 904-474-5851. Expectations for 2020 now that the draft is in. We got over 600 votes. 21% for Minshew Magic, 8 to 9 dubs. 15% say 6 to 7 for all rookie, 4 on the all rookie team. Same old, 4 to 5 is the overwhelming 42.5, and then Tank for Trevor in effect 21%.
Yeah,
63% of the Twitter world thinks we'll win at most 5 games.
I feel. I don't. He doesn't feel this way, so I would just say this about Gardner Minshew in a bubble because this has nothing to do with anything. But they put him in such a tough spot. If Gardner Minshew earns a job as a starter in the NFL, boy, he is going to have so well earned it. And I want to talk more in detail about this later in the week so that we'll, I don't know, have something. But, I mean, think about this. Here's a kid who came in, by sheer force of will, held on to a job that he was ill-prepared for to take when Nick Foles got hurt. He wins 6 games, and now he comes back. Now, he's got no offseason. The offense is not near ready. The team is not ready to win, and so he's going to be in charge now. The only way that this time next year we don't have a quarterback competition for a guy who, as a rookie, won 6 games with a 90 passer rating, is he can't, Gardner Minshew can't be what he was last year. And last year was very good.
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew's got to have a 100 passer rating, and he's got to get this motley team to about 8 wins to be the guy for sure.
Yeah.
Now, if he plays like he did last year, then he won't be the guy for sure. We won't have the top pick. Trevor Lawrence won't be a part of anything. And so it's just it's all the team and any of its success is on Gardner Minshew taking a step up. And Minshew's future is also on that same.
And when you discuss 2 things about 2020 coming up this fall. One, the schedule's due out in the next couple weeks. Could come as early as the end of this week, but I would suspect probably next week.
Would you think
I've heard, by the way, that they're going to front load the schedule with non-divisional games.
For all the teams?
Yes, because in case they have to cancel a couple or whatever, that those would be easier. In other words, so it's going to be an odd schedule in that, you may do at Tennessee, host Tennessee 2 weeks later, one of those types.
Yeah.
So all those games are going to
That doesn't mean much to me.
No, but that's going to happen.
Now, if you're in a race, it's one thing. The Jags haven't been in a race, so really for me, the 6 most boring games all year are the division games. I know the importance of them, but from a fan, it's fun to see them play these teams that they don't play as often. 3 quarterbacks, just real quick.
Okay.
Obviously, it's the most important position, but there were 3 quarterbacks and their story this weekend that, to me, and you can almost include a 4th, but out of sight, out of mind. First is Jordan Love. It has nothing to do with Jordan Love. It has everything to do with the team that took him. The fallout that is bound to ensue. And we talked about this on Friday, so we don't have to even comment it on now. What were the Packers thinking? And by the way, they are unanimously around the league looked at as having the worst draft.
And not just because of that pick, but for other reasons.
But in that pick, you have a guy in his prime. Aaron Rodgers deserves to have some support, not some silly project quarterback in round 1.
Although I will say that when Brett Favre was 35, it was probably the same story.
Except that he had Antonio Freeman. He had
at
Super
the time,
Bowl
I don't
talent
know,
around.
but yes.
Yeah, and he does have Devontae Adams. Anyway,
I hear you.
I get it was wrong then too, I would say.
Yeah.
So there's him. All right, now a couple others real quick. First, Jalen Hurts to the Eagles. 2nd round, much higher than you were. It was 2nd round, right?
Yeah.
Or was it 3rd? Yes.
People went nuts with that one, and that became the big talker. I thought Greg McElroy was very accurate in comparing him more to Tebow than to Lamar. I think he's got more of a, in other words, and one of the reasons why is because he's slower and his best running attribute isn't it's the power. Oh. Jalen Hurts is a powerful runner.
He's not an incredibly accurate passer. I mean, he had a good completion percentage, but he's not going to give you that classic 5-step.
His footwork is not great. There's a little thing. So
but why so high then? That's my question. And why to a team that also had. I mean, I can't remember what the stat was, but it was so mind-blowing, the lack of production from Eagles. I think it was Carson Wentz, the first quarterback ever to throw for 4,000 yards without one single wide receiver having 500 yards receiving.
They got a boatload of receivers. They traded for one. They drafted
Goodwin. They got Goodwin.
Jalen Reagor in the first round. They drafted another one
did draft
somewhere.
Another one.
So they got receivers.
But still, I just thought it was
I hear you.
a curious pick.
Well, it raised eyebrows around
because
the league,
just like Tebow, it was curious that he went in round 1.
Yeah.
Now, he was a Heisman winner, was even more successful and productive than Hurts. But anyway. And then lastly, but not leastly, man, if there were ever an argument for strike while the iron is hot, Jake Fromm would be it. I mean, Jake Fromm is not go in the 5th round last year, period.
Well, he couldn't have gone. It was only his 2nd year, right? Or was he eligible to leave?
Oh, that may be true. Just in the timing of it, I'm saying.
Bad timing.
From 1 year to the next.
Yes, bad timing for sure for Jake from State Farm.
Meanwhile, Justin Fields.
Where did he end up in the 5th?
5th round to the Bills, number 167.
By the way, we raked in some cash on that one.
Yeah.
60 over under where he was going to be drafted.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
So,
Fromm's slide, though, became a hot talking point during the course of the 2020 draft. But now, and I was going to say, to a lesser degree, Jacob Eason was kind of going through that as well.
Yes.
You learned things about Jacob Eason this weekend that didn't make you want to draft him.
What was the? I saw the video. What was the video, Beef? You're good at this stuff. At the Eason household, they had the camera set up, and at one point, dude, I don't think it was Eason, but dude came out, and then girl came out of the back room. Like it was a little MSL session.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you know what it was.
It's like, what in the blazes? So,
because the guy walked out putting his shirt back on.
Yes, that's what it was. That was not Eason, though, right?
No, that was not Eason.
Friend of Eason?
Yeah, that was some other friend taking advantage.
Brother of Eason?
Because this dude had like a full beard, and Eason had like a stash working.
But, I mean, what in the blazes?
It was, it was interesting.
A lot of people think that James Coley killed Fromm's trajectory.
Yeah.
Like he went from 18 to 19. He went from 68% passer to 60% passer. He threw 30 touchdowns to 24 and attempted 78 fewer passes. So
I know this.
I think he
was
went
damn
a little
good
low.
against the Gators.
Yeah, he did. He didn't finish well. The stat was kind of overwhelming.
I don't know
really.
what's going to happen, but Jake, I promise you one thing. You're getting into the Florida-Georgia Hall of Fame quickly.
No doubt about that. He was very good here. Very good here. And one of those games were especially turned when the Gators lost the services of their stud shutdown corner, C.J. Henderson.
The interesting angle here is the girl that walked
Remember
out.
He went out early with the ankle?
Yeah.
That was last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
The girl that walked out of the bedroom with a shirtless guy was Eason's girl.
Oh.
Oh, we also had a development.
Intriguing.
No. We also had a development on the C.D. Lamb phone snatch.
Oh, what happened?
Apparently he was on a FaceTime call with his agent at the same time, and he wanted to keep it there even though he was talking to someone.
Gotcha.
So the girl was really just trying to answer a phone call for him.
She was just doing a massage.
Correct. She wasn't really looking at the 8 other side chicks that he has listed in his contacts.
Yes.
Eason's girlfriend saw him sinking like a stone and was like, well, I'm moving on, baby.
I'm going with the agent.
Am I to understand that you're telling me that Eason's girlfriend came to the party with him and left with his agent?
It may have happened.
This is The Drill. Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMentality.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi there, I'm Steve Spurrier on 10XL 92.5 FM.
1010XL.
In times like these, when we don't know what tomorrow brings, the work we do at Morgan & Morgan becomes even more important. Our technology, remote resources, and diversified team are battle-tested and ready to represent you from the comfort of your home, wherever you are, whenever you need. We are here for you. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Dial Pound Law on your cell. Pound Law, that's all.
Offices, Jacksonville.
Welcome to Moe's! We are open, offering stress-free ordering and tamper-resistant packaging on all to-go, curbside, delivery, home meal kit, and drive-through orders. At Moe's, we're here for your family during these difficult times and taking every measure possible to ensure that your family stays safe while enjoying your favorite Moe's entrees you've grown to love. From the Moe's family to yours, thank you for your business. We'll get through this together. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hungry, and welcome to Moe's.
This is Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is proud to provide sports medicine services to not only the Jaguars, but also the Jacksonville Sharks, Armada Soccer Club, Jacksonville University, the Axemen, Florida State College of Jacks, and the majority of local high schools and community events. With the most experienced, caring, and fellowship-trained specialists in orthopedics, it's no wonder why coaches, parents, and athletes choose JOI. Give us a call at JOI 2000 or online at joi.net.
I'm Hayes Carline, and what I say goes. Listen to my closing argument presented by the personal injury law firm of Harrell & Harrell weekdays on The Frangie Show. Can you handle the truth?
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
I'm Brian. I'm proud of my years of military service. When I was 58, doctors told me I had the heart of a 37-year-old man. They told me that after my transplant surgery, when that man's heart became mine. I needed that transplant because I smoked and got heart disease. If you're a smoker, here are some tips in case that happens to you. First, you have to quit smoking for good before you can even get on a transplant list. So quit now. And if you're like me before I had my transplant, you may need a new defibrillator put in your chest. If you do, ask if the surgeons will use the same incision line every time. That'll cut down on the number of scars you'll have. And never feel sorry for yourself. I don't. I only feel sorry for my family and the family of that 37-year-old man.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. Look, tough times, right? But, life continues, and you need a car, you need a truck, you need an SUV. Nimnick Buick GMC is there, and they are offering a deal for you right now. 0% APR, 84 months. 0%, 84 months, and no payments for 120 days. Look, it's available on all the 2019s and select new 2020s as well. And if you don't feel comfortable coming out to the shop, just shop online. It's real easy to do. They have a great setup at NimnickBuickGMC.com, NIMNICHTBuickGMC.com. There you can see every car, truck, and SUV that they have on the lot and that they can get for you. And heck, you can do the paperwork over the phone. They'll deliver your vehicle to you at home. They are also offering pickup and delivery for service appointments, so they are there to help at Nimnick Buick GMC. GMC, we are professional grade. Need a car, need a truck, need an SUV. Go see our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. The new day in Buick.
Peninsular Pest Control has served homes and businesses in Northeast Florida since 1954. This family-owned and operated business is continually recognized and awarded for outstanding customer service, receiving annual Super Service Awards from Angie's List and the Bold City's Best Award from Jacksonville.com. Schedule a free consultation by phone or online at CritterGetter.com. Remember, Peninsular is your Critter Getter.
Odds are, when you're looking for the best plumbing service, it probably sounds something like this. Okay, Google, show me Roland Reach Plumbing. That's right. Roland Reach Plumbing is a Google guaranteed service, so you can be assured of work quality, background of employees, and the right service done on time, on budget, with satisfaction Google guaranteed. So for any plumbing issue, large or small, use the Bold City's best. Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Though we're apart these days, we're sharing more. So, at Geico, we'd like to say thanks. Thanks for sharing your savage dance moves. Thanks for sharing your DIY haircut fails. Thanks for sharing your inner lip sync star. Now, it's our turn to share with the Geico Give Back, a 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies for current and new customers. Because we're committed for the long haul, the 15% credit lasts your full policy term. Visit geico.com/giveback for more info and eligibility.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, as you know, tomorrow is a major showdown here. Tony Baselli alluded to it. It is the final of the Drill Bit Bracket Challenge, and we wanted to give the opportunity to both sides to speak. So, speaking for Beef, Drops and Quips is Beef.
Yes.
I'll be representing Dan Songs. Jeff is the moderator. He'll be asking questions.
Two of the great bits, really, in the history of the program, and that's what the Drill Bit Bracket was all about, the bits. And these two have certainly proven their mettle. Beef, I'll start with you with the drop-ins and quips.
Thank you.
And I'll just allow you to think.
Why are you playing favorites?
Well, I'm going to do this. He's the underdog. And I'm going to ask him, is this the part where you'd like to express your thanks to all the people that helped contribute to all those bits with certain suggestions and help along the way?
I will, especially you, Jeff. You've had a lot of great ideas throughout the years.
I meant balls.
Throughout the years, you've had lots of great tips and strategies. I'm not surprised by Mr. Baselli's choice to endorse Dan. That's what losers do. They jump on the back of the favorite. I'll just say this. Dan Hickety's my best friend. I love him. I mean, how much is too much?
Sitting right here.
How much is too much? He's got enough, folks.
Oh, wow. He's going to the...
He already booted me out of the whatever the hell it was called, online poll.
Yeah.
Where somehow I made the semifinals.
Yeah.
And he used his clout to get me pushed out.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
This is all I have left.
That's all he has left, Dan.
All I have left.
Any thoughts
All I
of
have
just
is- all I have
falling
is-
on the sword here?
all I have is this is my two rotten children.
Is there any part of you that, wow, rotten children, is there any part of you that wants Beef to succeed because of that sob story that he just told? And at the same time, is there any fear that Jacksonville will just load up on the underdog because it's a city of underdogs?
Jeff, it's great to be here.
Well, I didn't ask you how good
we
you
worked
was to be here.
extremely hard. Dan Songs has been a staple of the program for a long, long time, and I just am so proud of everybody who's a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to thank everybody who's helped us get to this point. Hey, let the chips fall where they may. This is what we play the game for.
Okay.
And to make it all the way to the last round, the championship, is
Are you seriously playing one of your songs?
I'm sorry. It's fantastic. It's
hell?
stuff like this that has made the drill
Kind of fun. That's
number
kinda-
one.
In a way, what just happened there, gang, is Beef put a drop in by playing one of Dan's songs. That's
Wow.
Oh, this is original. Right here. Now, at what point were you, Dan, going along through life, singing in the car, the shower, as it were, and said, "Wow, I got a really nice voice. I should put together more things."
Resonant.
Well,
is there a moment that you remember, or was it just an overall
I think it was
acknowledgement of your musical talent?
constant encouragement, ironically, that I got from you guys
Yes.
who often told me
Love
that
a songbird.
I had a voice of an angel and that I should
We meant a
take
hell's angel, Dan.
take it
A
public
hell's
and put things together.
Uh-huh.
And then Dickinson came along at the right
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
we've had Bernie has written some beautiful songs for us through the years. So when you combine the musical genius of Bernie Taupin, Bruce Dickinson, and, well, yours truly, to a point, Dan Songs is the collaborative effort.
Okay.
So
I
we're-
thought of a good song for next year. I know you just did one.
Oh.
And it would be to this tune, and we've already done a song about this guy, but could be a good one. To the tune of the Rolling Stones, "Miss You." We'll do "Minshew."
Ah, I like
well,
it.
it's not Minshew.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
A lot there.
Yeah.
That's
There's
the
a lot
only
of
hope we have.
possibilities.
We are putting all our hopes on that jort-wearing 6-footer.
Beef, do you
Understand
have,
that.
what was the Minshew song we did, Beef?
That was a jockstrap hero. is what
Oh,
that
yeah.
was, remember? This will be a little more substantive.
All right, Jag, it's time to crank it up, man. We got the draft coming up. Oh, this is Rush. 12 picks.
I thought that was what you were-
all
oh, you want
12.
to mention?
Yeah, you said you want to hit on all 12.
I thought you were talking about your latest hit.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you
we
go.
don't rest on our laurels at the Dan Hicken
A
branch.
couple
Yeah.
speed traps. We got Phillips and St. Augustine this morning.
Is
So
the-
if you're,
I'm sorry, is the press conference over?
the press conference is over.
Oh.
We're over time. Yeah, so
All
we'd
right.
like to thank both
Good
the
luck
competitors.
tomorrow,
We'll
Beef.
see you tomorrow on the court. I assume tomorrow's just a 3-hour, 7 to 10 full vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do
Right?
the whole,
Yeah.
or to 9:30, we'll say. So we have
Yeah.
some time
Celebrate.
for the winner to gloat. And
Cut down the nets.
I really want the winner to completely harass the loser.
By the way,
and,
and
let him know.
Dave Caldwell must have heard Rush because he took Kalavon Chase on. Maybe that was what inspired him and disappointed you so.
Go out and get us a sleeper, Rush.
How about this one?
We'll ride this out.
Let's go to break.
It's a Monday morning quarterback. DivorcemanOnly.com.
Couldn't get a ticket. Jack sold out show. Heard the roar of the crowd. He's part of our team. Throwing dimes to DJ. Made the fans all scream. He threw one laser. Just blew us away. We saw a star in his eyes. And the very next day was picked in the 6th round.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services.